or
Hey,
vocabulary?
one time I got my Mariah moment.
Yeah.
I was I don't drink very much, right? So this was I was on Saturday Night Live when I first started. I was 30 or whatever, and the guy that was the receptionist was this handsome young kid. You know, he's like 18 or something. You know, because they start young, the receptionist at Saturday Night Live, and then they move up. A real nice kid, you know. She said, "Oh, I'll take you to bars." And I just drank beer because I'm from Canada. So I went to a bar, and they had these little drinks called shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like candy. Like people just walk around with trays of them. So I'm like, this is nothing. You know, just keep drinking it. I go, it tastes like candy. What are you guys, retarded? Or Down syndrome? So,
He's so politically correct.
I'm like, this is like nothing. So then all of a sudden everything changed. I'm like, I can't find things. I remember I was on the street and like my wallet fell down, but it looked like 100 miles away. And I was like, So I found my friend, right? And I go, the 18-year-old kid, I go, I don't know where I am. I go, you got to promise whatever happens, even if you get a girl, whatever, it doesn't matter. You have to get me to my apartment because I don't know where I am. Like I'll die. Someone will kill me. So then he took me, but we sped back in a cab, and I put my head out the window the whole time. And I was like, I try to breathe air. I wouldn't vomit, you know. And so then I get out, and my face, like the next day, the doorman told me my face was white and my lips were blue.
Whoa!
That's how drunk I was, right? And so I go, you gotta have me. I'm good to the guy, you know, and I'm just hanging on. I'm like barely alive, you know. And so he gets me up to my room, to my apartment building, and I go in my bed and I lie flat on my back on the bed. And as I'm drunk, I feel like vomit coming up my throat, and I know why people choke on their own vomit. Because I was so drunk, I couldn't get my gross motor skills to work. I couldn't move my neck to the left.
You were hammered.
Insane. So I could feel like the vomit coming out of me. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die, choke on it. So I go, and he grabbed my head and like pulled it to one side, and I threw up, man. So anyways, a couple hours later, I was all right, and he left and everything. And then I noticed for the next couple of weeks, like my doormen, these New York City doormen, you know, real tough guys, they were treating me odd, you know. And I was like, people get drunk. It's not a big thing, right? Anyways, it turned out they thought, like, because all they saw was me coming in, like...
with an 18-year-old?
With an 18-year-old guy going up to my thing, and then 2 hours later, he leaves. So they think I'm some, like... some decadent guy. So then I go, no, I'm not a gay guy. Like that guy's just a guy at the receptionist. So then the guy goes, whatever you want, buddy, it's all right. I go, no.
To them, you just admitted being guilty by denying it.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, we don't judge.
Yeah. Whatever you want. But meanwhile, they did judge. They didn't like it at all.
Right. We know what you did, but we don't care.
Whatever you
And you're like, I can't believe these guys are being mean to me because I'm gay. But I'm really not gay, but they think I'm gay.
Yeah.
That's got to be a little freaky to be alone from Canada in New York on a big show and then have no idea where you are on top of it and hammered.
I was always afraid of when I first, because you don't know about New York when you're in Canada. You just hear stories.
Yeah.
So the first time I went I did Letterman, and they put me up in a hotel, really nice hotel. It was across from Central Park. But I just seen shows on TV when I was a kid where Central Park, everyone got mugged.
Absolutely.
So I thought they'd put me in the worst hotel. So I was like, I'm not going out. Like I just stayed in my. I remember looking out my window at Central Park.
Waiting for crime.
And I thought in Central Park people were just getting beaten up, bad,
Death Wish,
stabbed. And I was like, who would go in that